Can you talk to us a little bit about the differences between Scrypt mining versus Bitcoin mining, and how do these algorithms themselves differ in terms of profitability?
Yeah, absolutely. So, from a real quick standpoint of understanding the true differences between what is Scrypt and what is SHA-256, which is the underlying algorithm used to mine Bitcoin, we can start there. And really, Scrypt is a completely separate proof of work mining algorithm used, and it's predominantly used to validate blocks on the Litecoin and Dogecoin network. And keep in mind that the ASICs that are mining SHA-256, i.e. Bitcoin, versus the ASICs that are mining Scrypt are not interchangeable in any way, shape, or form. So if there's a larger industry incumbent that looks at the profitability of our rigs when the profitability of their rigs might be a little lower, it's very difficult to get into this space because, to be honest, there's a significant amount of hardware constraints that go along with it. There are not only hardware constraints that go along with it, but there's also power constraints that go along with it. A lot of these data center sites that people have previously built up for cryptocurrency have a very tight operating window or a spec window for each unit. And these Scrypt rigs are a little bit different in terms of their power demands. And as a result of that difference, if you're a large industry incumbent and you wanted to get into our space, you not only have to go out and buy all new hardware, but you have to retrofit your power footprint in order to do that. So we believe that getting into that market, it gives us a nice little strategic moat to insulate us from the larger players who might look at our spreads and say, wow, they're doing it a lot better per unit of kilowatt energy deployed than we are. And something that's also really important to note in the mining differential between Bitcoin and Scrypt is that it's a much more stable reward structure. And what I mean by that is everyone knows every 4 years you experience the halvening with Bitcoin mining, but that doesn't actually exist in the Scrypt network. So fortunately for us, we don't have this looming cliff sitting over our hands, knowing that every 4 years your margins are going to get hacked up in half. So for us, we recognize that was an absolute no-brainer to move into that space instead of Bitcoin because A, it's a lot less crowded. B, we've got a strategic moat in the form of our power footprint and our hardware footprint. And C, we've got a lot more stable revenue per return profile when compared to the people who suffer from having to deal with a halvening every 4 years.